Hello, hello, and Passion Unscripted is back in the house. And it's me, Irina Portnova, here, who is a manifestation star. And I help you to manifest your best version of you, who can attract the best love and who can experience the relationship on a whole new level. And I'm here with my co host, Dina Alexander. Dina, tell a little bit about yourself.
Hi, my love. I'm Dina Alexander. I am a personal coach, a relationship coach, and a sex coach. So, what do I do? I usually use my four language, which I say they are my superpowers, to help people all over the world to use intimacy as
Mhm.
the foundation for everything in your life. So I do marry spirituality and sex. I do think they go hand in hand. And the more you are connected, the more juicier, the more fun, the more most passionate, and the more you'll get, even material. So that's me.
Totally. And I just wanted to welcome everybody to another episode of Passion Unscripted, where we strip away the myths, ignite real conversations, and talk about sex like never before. And we are always come up with these beautiful topics that Dina suggested. And we just wanted to say that we are a little bit late today. Hey, Al. And I know Al was asking us, it's just because of the time change. So please forgive us. There was a time change in USA, while in Aruba it was still the same time. And Dina was the one to remind me, and we kind of had to meet each other midway. So this way we are coming a little bit late, but we know that we are here to deliver and talk more with you and have a superpower. And let's just talk a little bit about the celebration of Women's Day that we had on Saturday. And Al also was there. Thank you so much, Al, to be with us and celebrate. Dina, what do you think about the event?
I loved it. I
Mhm.
enjoyed it. I had the most beautiful connection that day. We had fun with the tools that were provided and what we were playful also. So
Mhm.
it was a very beautiful connection. I loved it. And this time we had more
Mhm.
audience
Mhm.
as when in Valentine's Day. So I loved it.
Mhm.
And Elle was part of us.
Yes, Alan, thanks so much for bringing your energy. It's always fun to have gentlemen with us. Like I said, we do not just separate ladies and gentlemen. We love to have both genders because there is always something that we can learn from each other and just have fun together, right? Because life is all about fun. And the more fun we have, the more great things we manifest. And that's exactly how it is. And today we have this super excited topic, which is sexual myths debunked. And Dina, the floor
Mhm.
is yours.
Oh yes, I love this. I love this. I loved it. That's why I asked to do it because I will start with my first one. Did you know that people think that men want more sex than women? Did you know that?
Yes, I did know it. In fact, that's what I was, like constantly aware of because it feels like, men are more sexually ready than women. And there are like a couple of different things what comes to my mind. First of all, women have a lot of on their mind to carry between being a mother, being a parent, being the spouse, being the daughter. And a lot of times they are so exhausted that by the end of the day they are not ready for that experience. And sometimes it's also depends on the like level of sexual desire, right? Because it feels like men masturbate much more on a weekly basis, and some women do not even do it whatsoever.
Yes, you know what? It's not true. The reality is, while societal stereotypes suggest that men have a higher sex drive, because it's all about that, research shows that women also possesses strong sexual desires. Mm. Factors like stress, emotional connection, and individual preferences play significant roles in sexual interest and in women. That's all what is happening now. That's what we see, but it's not
But
the truth.
yes, but I would love to add that a lot of women, maybe they do have the desire, but it has to be awakened, because a lot of them is not like, like you are talking about Aruba people might be very hot, but I know, like, even in my surroundings, not so many women that are like really, like sexually ready. So I'm talking from my perspective. And again, a lot of women, not that they have that they are lacking something, but they have to also be awakened to that desire. Al, we want your opinion on that, since you also have your perspective, and
Before we go
that's
to
what
L,
comes to me.
before we go to L, when I prepare for the show, I usually use international research.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what in the whole world they research that the women do have a sex drive, but because of stress and emotional connection, lacking of emotional connection, lacking
Mm-hmm.
of difference, individual differences, they maybe don't show it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And in Aruba, I need to be very, 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 very real with you. It's like what you just said. They just are hidden.
Mm-hmm.
Here, my
Mm-hmm.
clients, it's just their sex drive are like in a dormant state.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the men usually don't know how to awaken that. But I'm talking really about the international research.
Mm-hmm.
So, what did Elle say? In Asia, men tend to be shy and talk less on sex. Look,
How about
that is
women, Al? Are women more active in Asia? This is an interesting fact, right? And it's interesting because it's all like, also knowing some cultural differences and see how everybody perceives it, right? But you know what, like what comes to me, Dina, I know that you did the research, but what really hones back to me, it's like, even in the stages of motherhood, remember, like we were having that conversation, when the woman is just like post pregnancy, when she has to feed that little baby, her desire really goes away, because like she focuses completely on the child, and then she also is, like you mentioned, stressed and the deprived of rest, right? Even men, they can't perform if they are deprived of rest. So there is like a non-negotiable when we talk about genders, men and women. Everybody has to be in that state in order to be sexually ready, so to be in the state of relaxation. That's why statistically speaking, the sex happens more when we are on vacation, when it's more relaxed, when we are not talking about the work, when we are not stressing out to run the errands, right? Because when that's the whole point of vacation, when people go together, they just relaxed, they can really focus on each other, they can be present with each other, and they can enjoy each other better. And what else says? Else says women more shy to be open and at most times ashamed on this subject. So it's basically, like equal for men and women, right? So both of them, because of the, like society, right, and the culture that was like pondering on them.
yes, I love it. So let's go to the next. This one,
Mm-hmm.
usually when I have my events, I was in an event for Women's Day, the Friday night, a group of elderly women, and this was one of their questions. So, what is this? Is this myth? Does size matter?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? What do you think?
um what I think, I think that it depends, right? If the person knows how to be more, like adapted, So I would say maybe at some point when it's like, if it's really small, then it might matter. But if
So,
it's like average size, then like we can deal with that.
well, look, I'm going to talk about. I'm going to say what the research tells us, and I'm going
Mm-hmm.
to give my personal opinion because
Right.
that's the way I think
Mm-hmm.
it will be better. Okay. So,
Right.
reality. What does research says? Many people believe that penis size or breast size determines sexual satisfaction, but this isn't supported by evidence. Emotional connection, techniques, and communication
Mm-hmm.
are far more pivotal for pleasure and fulfillment in sexual experiences. And I'm going to take it even more because along my years of doing events and talking with a lot of people, this is my response when someone tells me if size matters. So
Mm-hmm.
I do respond like this. It depends what age you are.
Look at Bruno.
What?
Fun.
We
We
are.
have loads of fun, Bruno. Thanks for stopping by.
So I think personally it depends in what age group you fall in, what you want in the future with this particular person, and then you'll need to adjust your what you want with this penis or not. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
if you are young and you want to make a life with someone, please have someone with a large penis because you have a lot of years to go. Having a large penis and you are young, then the blood will circulate, and you'll have an erected penis for a couple of years until he becomes in his 40s or 50s.
Mm-hmm.
Then you'll have some problems. Maybe if he takes care of his body, maybe not. But if you are in my age, for example, I'm not going to tell you my age, but I have my years. I have a lot of 18 years of a lot of 18 years on top of each other. But in my case, I would rather have a very small penis that can reach my G spot, and the G spot is 2 inches in your womb. So it shouldn't it doesn't have to be very big. But at least in his 80s and 90s, I can still have good sex. It will erect because it is small and the blood doesn't need to circulate. So it
Mm-hmm.
depends what you want in life. That's
And
size. Sorry.
size matters. You know what comes to my mind, Dina? If words come to words, there are always toys, right? So
Yeah.
again, you have the deep connection when you are saying, okay, size does not matter. You have the deep connection, you have the touches and everything, but hey, you want to feel something inside. I'm sorry. Okay. So if anything, if words come to words, there are the toys, right? That your partner can use as well for you, right?
I'm
So
totally with L.
that's
Of course, size matters.
yes. So yeah. So look at Al's comment. What does he say?
He says
These
these
days,
days
sexual
sexual desire
desires. Yes.
can explode bigger for women compared to men. Why? No, I don't agree with that first part, but I do agree with, of course, size matters. I do agree
Mm-hmm.
with Al in that. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
in the last part, but in the first part, it doesn't necessarily explode or bigger for only for women. So we need to talk more about that, Al. So can we continue to the next
Yes, totally.
myth number 3? Once you are in a committed relationship, sexual desire diminishes. What do you think?
I think it all depends. Again, it takes two to tango, right? I believe it can be actually deepened because the more you're connected to the person, the more you know the person, the more you feel comfortable to explore. And I I trust that the longer you stay, as long as you are open to try different things, and like really knowing exactly what your partner love, and having an open mind to play, right? I trust that that shouldn't like really diminish the, like maybe it's going to be not so much infatuation as you have on the initial stages of when people get together, but then the connection has to get deeper, and the exploration has to get stronger and better.
Yeah, I'm totally with you. Totally with you. That's what reality is telling us. It's all about the connection. And if
Mm-hmm.
you experience a disconnection in your relationship, and then is when you'll get the downfall. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so that's the best answer. Your answer was the reality answer. That's what has
Mm-hmm.
been checked around the world.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll
And you know
continue.
what? I also wanted to bring forward that everybody is going to go through the stages, especially when we are staying in the long term relationship, right? Because as me being manifestation coach, I teach people on the universal laws, and one of the laws is the laws of rhythm, that nothing stays, right? So there is an ebb, there is a flow, and in the relationship it's the same thing, right? So sometimes when people face their first turbulence, they feel like the love is not there, they feel like the connection is not there, the sexual desire is not there, but it's all about just recognizing these seasons and move through them and stay still be for each other, still look for the deeper connection, still knowing that that stage would pass and things are really going to unfold in the most beautiful way.
I love it. I Did you read what Bruno stated?
Yes, yes. So I don't understand. Is it like
I
really,
do.
like
I do understand because the myth was, does size matter? Is
right,
size
right. No, I'm just saying I do not know if for men, because I'm not again a man. I can't say does it matter the size of
yes,
the
it does.
woman's vagina.
It does. So I'm going to respond to
Mm-hmm.
Bruno's remark, comment, question.
Mm-hmm.
So it matters. So the only thing that the woman has to do, she needs a very strong muscle, pelvic muscle,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not only about containing your urine and letting it go. It's more than that, and it's a
Mm-hmm.
part of being a woman. That's why I do teach yoni egg training, pelvic muscle training, because it's part of being a woman. It's those muscles are for me the most important muscles in a woman's body, and it's not
Mm-hmm.
only to entertain or to keep your man happy. It's for you to get very good orgasms, better orgasms. It's against incontinency, incontinent, being
Mm-hmm.
incontinent, peeing your panties, and when you laugh or when you cough.
Mm-hmm.
So it's also good for your vagina, your vulva, the health of that area, because you'll keep the blood flowing. So and by maintaining your pelvic muscles in shape, your libido will always be in balance. Okay, you will
Mm-hmm.
never suffer from low libido. Okay, so I think I hope I did respond to Bruno's question. So what did Elle say?
Women love more foreplay and sensational feelings before they can come during sex. Do you all agree? I would say yes. And I guess depends sometimes, right? Depends on the level of the desire.
I do totally agree with Al. It depends the fetish of the
Mm-hmm.
woman.
Mm-hmm.
Some women want a quickie. For
That's
example,
right.
yes. And for example, I dislike quickies. I never want a quickie. So I like foreplay. And I need my time. So it depends what is the fetish of the woman. That's why I stated this is very important. The communication is very important between you and your partner. to debunk these myths, okay, and really get to know each other. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, and when a man tells me, "Oh, I don't have time to give foreplay," or I don't like that, so you need to search to have a man alongside you as a partner, not a woman. If you want a
Mm-hmm.
woman alongside you and you don't like giving or providing foreplay, sorry, you need to get educated and search which kind of foreplay you will enjoy also together with your woman. Otherwise, you'll need a man alongside you as a partner because a man doesn't need foreplay.
You know what, Dina? I would say that sometimes there are times when like quickie would really fly well with me. So, but for the most of the part, yes, I want the connection, I want the foreplay, I want this, like sensual touches. But from time to time, just like to spark things out. Why not? Bruno
Good.
says something.
Bruno Wisdom says that sometimes a pillow below the hips to lift them a bit will put the penis on an angle that will penetrate better and touch G spot easier. What do you think, Dina and Irina? Yes, it's fantastic, Bruno, and I do sell those pillows because
Mhm.
I do not recommend to use your pillow, the one that you use to sleep on, because you put your face on it. So it's not hygiene if you put the one that you have on, you're sleeping it, putting your face on it, and have it on your buttocks. So I do sell those special cushions that to lift the bottoms up for better penetration. Yes, I totally agree with you, and that's not a myth. That's a technique.
Yeah, Dina, next time provide the link so this way I can post for like for people to check your store, like so next time you'll share more about what kind of products are there and how they can help people.
Yes. Let us go to the fifth.
Hmm.
No, the fourth. The fourth. So myth number 4: is orgasm the only goal of sex? That's what
No,
they think. They think that orgasm, this it's being said, orgasm is the only goal of sex. So tell me, Irina and
no,
Bruno, well,
No, I say it's not. And in fact, there are these techniques, and them better, Dina, where people actually, where man is withdrawing, right, not to have the orgasm, like like these techniques where they're kind of about to have the orgasm, and then they are just withholding it, right? So, for me it's just like to enjoy the entire experience, right? So orgasm is not, yes, orgasm is great, but it's not going to define if the sex was good or bad.
yes, yes, that's not the end product always. That's what I think also. So let us go immediately to number 5 because the time does not wait on us. So myth number 5: you should always have a perfect sex life. That is the myth. So, but is that the reality?
No, like
Every
I was mentioning, right, I was mentioning, we all go through the stages,
Yes.
so it can't be the same all the time.
Yeah, no, it can't. Every couple experiences ups and downs in their sexual relationship. Having difficult periods is normal and can be
Mm-hmm.
addressed through communication, L, and commitment. That's very important. No relationship is perfect and it's okay. So let's
Mm-hmm.
go immediately to number 6. Let me see what I wrote here. This one is good. Only young people have great sex lives. What do you think?
Okay, Bruno has something.
Aha. Interesting. Well, when you say that your desires come to reality, it is exactly what makes you come. Don't you get everything you desire until you climax? No. I will respond to that. May I?
Totally, because you do teach how to manifest through the orgasms.
Apparently, that is what you see in having sex at the moment. But when you explore more and you have other techniques. One of them is edging, and maybe you'll see another Bruno, and you'll see another face expression in your partner when you use other techniques, and those techniques usually tells you not to come, to contain your ejaculation, and then you'll reach to points that you go even deeper in that connection. Edging is one of them. Okay, so if you want to know more, contact me. So yes, the majority, it's a myth though. It's a myth. But aren't all those techniques eventually gonna lead to you to come? No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. It depends what you want to do with it. A man doesn't need to come. You can get your orgasm without ejaculation. Okay? So and that it gives you another experience.
Okay, Al also says something.
Okay, L. When men ejaculate too fast, this ticks women off. Yes, L. When they haven't climaxed, it is a myth. No, that isn't the truth.
That's the truth.
Yes, the truth. The man should train himself to keep his erection for a long while, and a woman does not get a time to get one orgasm only. A woman can get 100 orgasm. As a man, it's your responsibility in the tantric lifestyle. It is a man's responsibility to leave the woman totally satisfied, and after that, ejaculate if he wants, or get his orgasms without ejaculation.
Oh, I love that. It. Yes. More of that.
So, only young men have great sex lives? Sexual satisfaction can be present at any age. Yes, older adults may have more experience and emotional intimacy, leading to a fulfilling sex life. Each phase of life comes with its own unique advantages. Okay, that's very, very important. Bruno, so how can I keep my erection doing these techniques for the women? Yes, so I do teach those techniques, and it's yoga techniques, breathing techniques, concentration techniques, and then it will help you keep your erection for a long while without those blue balls. So that's very important because it is very painful to keep your erection, and you do very painful for your health, for your balls. Okay, very good questions, Bruno. I like that.
Yay! Awesome sauce.
Do we have time to continue or not?
Yeah, let's do one more question.
Okay, let me see. Let me choose one. Okay, this one. It's myth. All women fake orgasms?
Some do. I don't.
Have you ever faked an orgasm, Irina? Yes,
No.
we did. When we were young, we did fake it.
No, I wasn't just showing anything. No, because at that point I did not know how to orgasm.
Yeah, that's
So no.
that too. Yeah, I did.
I did not. Yes, I did not express anything, right?
that can happen also. But I did when I was very young. This guy was just not doing anything. So I just faked my orgasm, and he got off of me. For him to get off of me, I faked an orgasm. But since
Okay. So there was a reason for you.
there was a reason for me, and I can fake it. So, but there was a time I made the decision. No, I need to tell this guy, look, you're giving shitty sex, and I'm not going to be here for a long while. So please, let's get educated. I can do this together with me. So we can do this together, and continue to build this thing. So it's very important, the communication. What does Bruno say, Irina?
I think for a woman to fake it, she really has to be hating it.
Yes, yes, yes. She wants you just to stop and to get your penis out of her. Yeah. So,
All right, so that's a great conversation. So you know what? I'm actually voting for part two because we can
I
still
think so.
keep talking. So what do you think, guys? Are you ready for part two next week? Continue talking about the sexual myth debunk. It's like a great, like a great conversation that we are having today. And let's continue talking again because a lot of people do not know that, including myself. I'm also learning a lot, as you know, like we are having these discussions with Dina. So it's great just to talk about it and be okay to talk about it. And
Yes.
we are part of who we are, and it's great. The more we know about what we like or what we do not like, the more we explore, the more we are actually tuning into our sexual energy, and we know ourselves better, right? So Elle says, sure, part part two to talk on birds and bees.
Yes. I love that. I love that title. I'm going to
Bruno,
take that title.
yes, and Bruno says, I'm always ready. Woo, we have another gentleman, Christopher. Yay, great for comment. Yes. Okay, Christopher said, Agent, I need more info. Definitely. So, Dina,
So
put the
contact
notes.
me.
Yes, put the notes and we are going to bring it on. And yay, thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in, for coming in. And Dina, say what events are you having this week?
Yes. Okay. Tomorrow here on Aruba, I posted a link. We have a seminar, a webinar, and there are some seats available for free. I think. I hope they're not done with those. And you can just click the link that Irina is going to post, and you can reserve your place. However, if those free seats are up, then there is a fee, but it's not so a large amount. So I'll be in that event, that webinar. It's all about the new workplace, the the workplace that you want. So I will be providing some intimate tools for you to use to deal with stress in your workplace, to deal with that disconnection with your colleagues in your workplace. So that's my duty in that webinar. So as you know, also I do have my supplement events every Wednesday, but that is personal on the island. But if you want to know more, just connect with me, and then I'll provide some information.
Awesome. And I also have a powerful event this Friday coming for a full moon. It's called Worm Moon because it's the beginning of the spring, and the nature is actually awakening. And it's a great time when we all can come together for the full moon ceremony where we can release everything what doesn't serve us. Maybe it's just our shame or our blame around sexuality or around our love and relationships, and we can actually call in something amazing and fabulous into our life. Because yes, Elle already signed up for the ceremony. Yeah, because it's all about activating our energies. And guys, whoever is listening, energies are real, right? So we are all energetic beings, and once you understand how to manipulate the energy to our advantage, the life just completely is on another level. And this is exactly what I want for each one of you to experience. And Dina, thank you so much. As always, your energy is appreciated. Elle, Bruno, Christopher, you go, guys. Let's tune in again for the next time where we are having the part two, and invite everybody else who would like to be a part of this conversation.
And
And
Irina,
yes.
let me say, especially for Christopher, I'm going to prepare the next event after the part two,
Mm-hmm.
something on edging. So, guys, be prepared. Stay with us. I'll be having some.
Totally. Totally. Yes. And don't forget to tune in once a month. Now, me and Dina, we are going to do these live events where podcast, Passion Unscripted comes to life. And we are inviting each one of you. Let's connect with us on Zoom and let's have party time, and let's have all these questions, the burning questions, answered by the specialists, by professionals, right? All right, all the best. Lots of love. Happy fun day. Happy Monday. Thanks again
Yes.
for everybody for tuning in. Love you all and see you next week. And on Friday, everybody who's signing up and for Dina event.